and that's my dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bad mind, the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make you seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Houston Texans. This taken in at the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And careless with a... Ball there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now a first down throw. Watson shakes off the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. From the 44, Lawrence. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll run with Etienne and trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson on the move to his left. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, these two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ross Blacklock breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Mike 51, Mike 51. We ain't giving up nothing.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Here's Lawrence to throw. Being chased out left. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. ETN. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Once more, ETN. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, Watson. That's caught. He finds Amendola again. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the 50, it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Texans' new punter for 2021, Cameron Johnston, on to punt, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Coulter. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Watson, off play action. He's going to go deep for Conley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Zach Cunningham able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chuck. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Well, we saw Trevor Lawrence take plenty of deep shots in his days at Clemson, and he shows off that cannon of an arm here as a rookie at the NFL level.
And you think on third down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they called the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Watson's throw taken in there by Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now Lawrence. Open man right side is Sharp. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards there, a big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Toss left side for Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Jaguars are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Lambeau on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
On 1st and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Amendola has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Texans. David Johnson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Lawrence. He's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Isaiah Coulter, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, hey, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Not much there, only a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He's got his target, Chris Conley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Conley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Here's Watson. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. On play action, Lawrence. Out to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Roberts on the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Buying time to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big to defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. They've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jags, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Houston, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.